Welcome to The Longlist, a podcast that celebrates movies and other pop culture through the storied art of rankings. No wrong answers, no bad opinions, hot takes always encouraged. I'm Josh Muller. I'm joined by my brother Jack Muller and again by my beautiful wife Rebecca. And this is another episode, or part two I should say, all about Wes Anderson. Okay, so part one, we didn't necessarily plan, but we were ready for the fact that this might be two episodes. And part one, we talked about stories and themes. We talked about set design. We talked about music. Had a couple other fun lists. So go listen to that if you want to. You don't really have to listen to them in order, but I don't know. It probably would help. There were some good conversations in the last one. Do we want to... Should I go through the filmography again, or are we good?
No.
Okay, just go listen to the last one, or look up on Google what his filmography is. We're just going to jump right into it. So for this one, I wanted to start off with top 5 funniest moments and top 5 gut punches, kind of the two sides of the same coin. Mm-hmm. We can do funniest moments first.
I don't have this list. You guys can take it.
Oh, do you have this list?
Yeah, I don't have the sad one though.
That one I do have.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
All right. Take us away on the funniest moments, Jack.
Okay, number 5. To fucking Lutz.
Oh, that's so good. I can't believe I didn't have that on there. To fucking Lutz.
Oh, so good.
So good.
That's Grand Budapest.
Yeah. That's also it's funny because we're in a Wes Anderson movie, and at that point it's a very Wes Anderson movie where everybody's talking very proper, and everything they say is so eloquent.
And that's like his first break.
Yeah.
I don't think he gives off that he is kind of more of that sort of person, like a trash talking person.
Right.
It's the first time you get
But
it.
even all the characters before, because it's
yeah.
a story within a
Right.
story. We haven't even really touched on that, how he does that, where it's a story within a
will.
story and a story. But even when the writer's talking to old Zero Mustafa, it's just very eloquently worded, and that's the first point where a character breaks, and it's so funny.
It's so good. Okay, number 4. I guess I did lines, not moments. These are all just lines.
Awesome.
I guess it's the same thing.
Well, we got a lines section too.
Yeah, and
That's okay. Keep it rolling. They're all going to be good to talk about.
I got that too.
Yeah. There's a lot
I
of
guess
them.
these are moments. It's just representations through lines of the moments.
Yeah.
Those amateurs, you left your dog, you idiots.
That made my lines. You left your dog, you idiots.
Number 3, why would they make a point to say someone isn't especially a genius?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm especially not a genius? Oh, wow, you didn't even have to wait to answer. You just said that right away. So good.
That's really good. That's Eli Cash talking to Margot Tenenbaum.
So I guess this is a moment, the first part of which I don't have written down, but it's right when they escape or he gets busted out of jail. They meet up. And he is about to talk about Agatha, and Zero makes this, or maybe he's just talking about the moment, and Zero makes some Shakespearean thing, and then the alarm starts going off, and he goes, and then Gustav is super stoked on it, goes, very good. I'm going to have to stop you right there because they've sounded the alarm, but I want you to remember where you left off because I insist that you finish later. and then they're off and running.
I love that. Very good.
And you could see it come over his face as he starts doing the whole thing where he's quoting something.
That was also right after a really emotional moment where
Yeah.
he insults him for being an
Oh, that's
immigrant,
right.
and then they come back together after he finds out that his family has been tortured and murdered and his town's destroyed, and
That's a moment where
I apologize on the behalf of the. Oh, it's
apologize.
it's beneath the standards of the Grand Budapest.
That's a good moment where it gets really gnarly, and you hear this really dramatic thing, and then it's immediately
and then he
followed up with
immediately
something
hits you with something
lighthearted.
funny.
So number 1, I've just got Klaus.
Yes,
I got 3.
Yes.
I got 3 for you. Klaus, if you ever touch me again, I'm gonna knock your goddamn teeth out. And then Klaus says, Not if I see you first, Sonny.
And then he walks
And then he
away,
walks away.
and he looks back. Just in case he's not following. It's so funny.
Then when they show up to save the dude on the island, they break into teams. Thanks. Thanks for not picking me.
Yeah.
And then when he steps forward and
Yeah.
he's confused about the thing, he's like, wait, let's do it again.
Let's do it. If you're not against me, don't cross the line. And he steps forward.
Wait, what are we doing?
I got confused. Do it again. That's really good.
That's it.
Okay, so I, again, have 6. Anytime an animal eats in Fantastic Mr. Fox
Yeah.
and it says, I think that's really funny. You touched on this earlier. I'm going to give you the line. This is from Grand Budapest, and he's hanging off a cliff. Me thinks, me breathes, me lasts, me fears. Holy shit, you got him! Pushes him off the edge. It's so good.
Really don't see it coming either.
No.
I remember the first time I saw that just getting me so good.
It's really funny. I love in Moonrise Kingdom where they're trying to help the 2 kids escape, and they have $75 mostly in nickels. And Jason Schwartzman, no, this is my fee. I'm keeping the nickels. And they're like, come on, they're gonna be. They don't have any money. And he's like, fine. He reluctantly forgoes the tennis. You can have the tennis ball full of nickels. Tennis ball can full of nickels. I think that's really funny. This one always got me ever since the trailer, which I touched on earlier in some other podcasts, but. I dig your nurse outfit there, guy. And he goes, these are OR scrubs. And he goes, oh, are they? And Bill Murray is trying to stifle laughter. I just think it's so funny. I also think it's really funny after everybody finds out that Royal Tenenbaum is not sick. And they go outside, and he has a really heartwarming moment with Richie. And he goes, this near-death experience or whatever he says, it really had an effect on me. And he goes, but Dad, you were never dying. And he goes, but I'm going to live. That always got me. And then my favorite, maybe just for me, is when they're same scene where they're running, trying to rescue everybody, and he runs through the little puddle. He gets covered in leeches, and he goes, swamp leeches. Everybody check for swamp leeches. And he looks around, and everybody's fine. He goes, what? Am I the only one that got hit? What's the deal?
What's the deal?
It's just so weird and funny. And I
love
know
that sequence.
It's just so great. All right. Flip side of the coin. Emotional gut punches. Rebecca, start us off.
Yeah. Monsieur Gustave being shot shortly after the last train scene. You don't see it, and they just kind of say it really quickly, but it's like, and he was shot shortly thereafter or something like that.
What happened in the end? And in the end, they shot him.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just like one line, and you're kind of just like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It hits you hard.
Yeah.
That made my list.
My number 4 is from Asteroid City. It's Augie stepping off set, going to Adrian Brody, the director, and being like, am I doing it right?
Yeah.
He's like having this like emotional, for sure.
That'll come up again.
Okay.
Yes, it will.
My number 3, you talked about this earlier, Jack, is in Darjeeling when Adrian Brody says, I didn't save mine.
Oh.
That line.
Oh, I didn't save mine. And you can just feel it from him that he's like devastated. And that was just like that
Great
line
acting.
was,
Yeah, really good.
My number 2 was Richie's suicide attempt
Yep.
in Royal Tenenbaums. And my number 1 was pretty unexpected for me, which is why I think I put it on my number 1. And it's Ned's death in Life Aquatic. I didn't see it coming. And then it was like, oh, that just happened. Like, what?
Yeah. And the way they do it is super gnarly too.
Yeah.
They do the Jaws thing with the water.
Yeah.
Where it's lapping on the screen, and then after like 10-15 seconds, then it starts being red.
Being red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really well done.
Yeah.
I had most of those. The one that you didn't say was when Bill Murray comes to rescue Jeffrey Wright in the French Dispatch.
Oh, yeah.
And he's, Jeffrey Wright's in jail. And he apparently had tried to apply for the French Dispatch, and it wasn't the right time, or he didn't do the right work. And Bill Murray comes to a different country and bails him out and said, this is going to be your contract minus the expenses to bail you out, and we're going to expect this, and I want a first draft in the morning. And he just says, thank you. And he's got a tear in his eye. And it's just a really heartwarming little emotional gut punch, which I really like.
Yeah.
The rest of them you said. Number 4, I had The Boy in Darjeeling. Number 3, I had Ned's death. Number 2, I had Richie Suicide and Temp, and number 1, I had it in the end they shot him.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal work.
Yeah.
It just gets me every time.
Yeah. And they say Wes Anderson isn't emotional.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
You also get Agatha dying casually in the same way, like 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, he just really just like
and
summed up their life.
Not just Agatha, but like a son
Their
that they had.
unborn, or their infant son that he just casually mentions in one line.
Yeah.
The thing that always gets me is that he says, I forget the exact wording, but it's something to the effect of, they died of whatever, a silly little disease and now they would cure in a week with our medicine, but we didn't have it back then or something like that.
Yeah. And how he's like trying not to talk about Agatha for so much of it. And he's like, well, I guess I have to.
Yeah.
I can't, there's no avoiding it.
Yeah. I've got to the point in the story where I can't tell you the rest of the story without mentioning Agatha.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a little bit earlier, but it still works.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. So in the last one we did story and set design. This one we got cast and characters and script and dialogue. So we're going to start off with cast and characters. Somehow Wes Anderson has been able to not only work with mega movie stars, but he often works with the same actors. We touched on this a little bit in the last one, but he pays his actors at union rate scale. And that's because he has a bunch of well-known actors playing various parts in various movies. Some get the lead in some movies. Some get just little, couple throwaway lines or even less in another movie. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't want anyone, I guess, to feel offended or feel like they're a bigger part of the story. So that's how he does it. He pays his actors the same amount. If you work more, you get paid more, but it's the same scale that you get paid throughout the whole way. Which I think is fascinating that he's able to still attract big-time movie stars. It just shows that people want to work with him.
I was thinking, do you think it was like part of a little scheme he had? He was like, if I start off early by just putting in huge actors in small little roles, but do it well, then anybody's going to want to do it. Even if it's a small little Wes Anderson role, I can get anybody to do it, later on.
It could be. From what I found out, it was that he got Bill Murray in the second movie, and he was just like, just pay me as much as you're paying everybody else, because they had so little budget, and he really wanted to do that movie. And then that started the trend of, we're just going to pay everybody at scale. And I guess it wasn't too much of an issue for many actors in the Royal Tenenbaums, but it was a big issue for Gene Hackman.
Right.
Yeah.
He did not like that, and his agent begged him to do the role. So, but then, since then, it's crazy. I don't know. I think that's
there's
crazy.
Clearly perks of being in a Wes Anderson movie, right? Like,
not financial.
No, not financial, but other perks.
Yeah.
You're going to have a certain amount of exposure, especially for new people coming onto the scene.
Yeah.
It's like,
sure. But why is,
right,
somebody in it for literally
Scarlett Johansson going to make $4,000.
Right.
Yeah.
But another thing is apparently he has very he creates a really good atmosphere on set. Mm-hmm. Nobody is in their own trailer. Mm-hmm. They all stay in the same hotel or whatever.
They have their breaks together.
Yeah. I've heard many actors reference it, that it feels like a theater troupe, which I'm sure a lot of them really like to get back to the roots like that.
I heard everybody was super bummed when Grand Budapest ended. Everybody's like, it felt like we all had to like nobody wanted to go home.
Yeah.
Because they were all, like you
Jeff
said,
Goldblum
they were all...
didn't go home after he was done shooting. He stayed around for the rest of the shoot. So
that it's just building, and it's like Wes is taking care of, maybe not with the paycheck, but taking care of people in ways other than just
and to
money.
The point about, I forget who said it, but if you're a younger actor, it puts you on the map. And if you're a more seasoned actor, he's using,
you get to join the Wes Anderson Club.
You get to that,
it's you're hosting SNL.
I don't think many of the actors that he is using are really hurting for money. Let's be honest.
Right.
Because he's using big time movie stars. So there's that. But somehow he's able to do it. It causes some friction with some people, but that was early on. Now he's Wes Anderson brand name, and I'm sure a lot of people are like, Tom Hanks just joined the troupe,
right?
And that guy doesn't need money. What the hell is it?
Yeah.
Should I read some of the names that have been in Wes Anderson movies? I'm just going to do it real quick.
Okay.
Bill Murray has showed up in 10. Jason Schwartzman has shown up in 8. Owen Wilson in 7. Willem Dafoe, Edward Norton, Tilda Swinton, Angelica Houston, Bob Balaban, all with 5. And some other reoccurring actors. This was, I mean, I'm not 100% sure this is up to date. I tried to make this as up to date as possible. They might not be including Phoenician Scheme in this count. But other actors include Jeff Goldblum, Harvey Keitel, Luke Wilson, Seymour Cassell, Michael Gambon, Frances McDormand, Léa Seydoux, many others. So I have top 5 reoccurring cast members, which we can do or not do, but it I have a feeling the list will be very similar.
Yeah, probably.
Rebecca, you're our guest. Why don't you give us your list, and if mine differs, I'll say it.
Okay, my number 5 is Willem Dafoe. I think he gets to like really stretch his acting chops and is not just playing like a villain. Like because he's kind of interesting looking, he's like always gets cast in these like villainous roles, and he gets to, I think, have a lot of fun in Wes movies. My number 4 is Owen Wilson. I think that's a collaboration from the very beginning. That's just like they work together.
Best friends, roommates,
Yeah.
and we're writing partners early on.
Yeah. My number 3 is Angelica Houston because she's a queen. I
Love
love her.
Hell yeah.
She's
So
amazing. Number 2, also there from very early on, Jason Schwartzman. I think he's also just like part of that West vibe. And number 1, I
It's
think
gotta be.
the funniest in all the movies, it's Bill Murray.
He's the one that just like truly shines.
They were a
the Wes
match made
Anderson.
in heaven.
Yeah. Because he has a real sadness to him in a lot of his, especially in his second half of career or maybe last third of his career. He's really kind of leaned into that, but he's just so naturally funny.
Yeah.
He doesn't tell jokes, but the things he does, it's just funny. I don't know how he does it.
Right. His line readings and inflections and little things, which is always what's been funny about him, even when he was just doing the comedic things. And that's always what made him stand out, and now makes him stand out in the Wes Anderson way by still doing those, but in a completely different way. You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah. It like you said, it's a match made in heaven. The way Wes Anderson writes and just the way he's naturally both sad and funny is just, it's just perfect. I read, or maybe I saw on a video or something, I can't remember, but he wanted to do Rushmore because he read the script. He's famously hard to get to. He doesn't have an agent. I don't think you can call him on a cell phone. You just have to like leave a message. That's what I heard once, is that you just leave a message on his phone and hope he gets back to you.
Hope he calls you back.
Yeah. And he read the script and he was so impressed by not only the dialogue of the script, but everything was so detailed in like all the actions of the characters were so detailed that he was so impressed that he just like, this guy knows the movie he wants to make. So, and I like the script, so I want to be a part of it. I just, even though he's a new director, I just trust that I'm going to be in good hands because he's so specific in everything and he knows what he wants. So, and ever since then, they've been in almost every movie together.
Badass.
Yeah. Does your list differ?
I'm just kind of surprised Willem Dafoe didn't make my list. But
Me
I think
too.
He makes others. So my list was 5. I had Ed Norton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the other guy I was surprised I kept off my list.
He matches well. He does a good Wes Anderson
very
line
good.
reading.
Yes.
Number 4, I have Angelica Houston. Number 3, I have the Wilson brothers. I did as a whole.
Yes.
Number 2, I had Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
And number 1, I had Bill Murray.
Very nice. So my number 5 was Adrian Brody because I think he's really good in all his Wes
he
Anderson
is.
appearances.
Yeah.
The rest of them were the same. I mean, I did Owen Wilson, Jason Schwartzman, Angelica Houston, and Bill Murray.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, do we do ensemble casts, or does that get too close to the line on our eventual
Yeah, they're all
rankings?
ensemble casts.
Yeah, but I mean, I have a list.
Let's skip it.
Okay, skip it. So, he's got very quirky characters. Even the smaller characters seem fleshed out and very Wes Anderson. I have side characters and lead characters next. And I'm okay to take it any direction.
Yeah, I think I did lead performances and side characters.
Okay, I kind of did. I think that's what I did, but I wrote down the character's name even for the leads. So
Same.
okay,
Yeah,
great.
I'm just saying, I don't know if I could call them like my favorite characters because some
sure.
of them aren't
Right.
good people.
For sure.
Favorite. I have it
Performances.
as favorite leads / performances.
Yeah,
okay. Rebecca, care to start?
Yeah. Slightly long list. I have 6. My number 6 is Benicio del Toro as Zsa Zsa Corda.
Hell yeah.
I actually thought that was a great performance.
Yeah, he's
I did
great.
too. I thought he was
yeah.
great.
Yeah, I really like him in French Dispatch as well. I think that's like a great person. That's hopefully we see more of him in Wes's movies.
Definitely.
But I thought that was a great performance. My number 5 is Bill Murray as Steve Zissou. My number 4 is Jason Schwartzman as Max Fisher from Rushmore. That was a great performance.
Yeah.
Especially he was like 17 when they filmed it. Like
Crazy.
Yeah, spot on. My number 3 is Gwyneth Paltrow as Margot Tenenbaum. My number 2 is Gene Hackman as Royal Tenenbaum. And my number 1 is Ralph Fiennes as Monsieur Gustave. Just top tier performance.
Yeah.
I totally missed out on the Oscars there.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to talk about that. I feel like we touched on it in another episode, but I don't have the list. But I would have had him over all the nominees. Here, Jack, you can give your list next, and then I'll come in with the nominees. But yeah, he got hosed.
He got snubbed.
Yep.
I got 7. I got Jason Schwartzman as Max. I have at number 6. I have Gene Hackman. Kind of controversial.
Oh,
I know.
Like
Just
that
kind
it's
of-
so low? Or
Yeah, that it's so low.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't higher, but
Yeah. Interesting.
I give Royal Tenenbaums enough love.
Yeah,
throughout
yeah,
this
for sure.
pod. Number 5, coming in with my top 5. I've got Owen Wilson as Francis Whitman from Darjeeling
Nice.
Limited.
yeah, he's
Nice.
really good.
He's super funny and annoying, and is a little different. Like is like the asshole Owen Wilson as opposed to the nice guy Owen Wilson a little bit. I don't
Yeah.
know, feels a little different. Number 4, I've got Ethelene Tenenbaum, Angelica Houston. Number 3, I also have Margot. Number 2, I've got Steve Zissou, and number 1, I've got M. Gustav.
Nice. Love it. I'm going to take a quick pause and give you the nominees and winner for the 2015 Oscars for Best Actor. Steve Carell in The Foxcatcher.
Didn't see
Bradley
it.
Cooper in American Sniper. Benedict Cumberbatch in The Imitation Game. Didn't really like that movie.
Yeah.
I'll give Michael Keaton in Birdman. He was really good in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your winner is Eddie Redmayne in The Theory of Everything.
Oh, I roll.
I know everybody hates that movie.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
like it.
I know. I don't know why I did. I mean, I only saw it in theaters. I remember me and Alex saw it, and we walked out being like, "Wow, it was pretty good." And nobody likes that movie anymore, which I trust people.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I didn't really like it.
Cool.
But that at the time, my overall point, and I think we can probably all agree, you can fit in my guy Ray Fiennes there.
100%. He should have
Yeah.
won for sure.
He should have won, and at the very least, deserves it over everyone, in my opinion, except for Michael Keaton.
or at least supporting.
Is it like the
Yeah,
fact that
maybe.
it's
Like-
more of a comedic performance?
Probably,
I don't know.
or in a
It's
Wes Anderson movie.
Stupid or something. Yeah.
I don't know that any of his. I don't know that any of his actors have ever been nominated. I could be wrong about that. Maybe.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't think they have.
all right. We're touching on all the same ones. I had Benicio at number 5.
Nice.
I had Steve Zissou, Bill Murray at number 4. I had Mr. Fox, George Clooney at number 3.
Yeah.
It's really good. And I also love watching the behind the scenes. I guess they went to his house and he's running around doing all the actors and they have like a boom mic.
Yeah. Well, they did stuff outside too, like in fields.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool. And he just looks and sounds like he's having a blast. And then I had Gene Hackman at Royal and Monsieur Gustave at number 1.
Number 1.
Side characters. This is probably going to be a...
There's so many side characters,
Yes.
so I hope we have some
We probably do.
differences. Yeah.
I did it differently. It was so difficult for me to pick this that I did one from every movie. I didn't...
So you have 12?
Yeah.
All right, go.
All right. For Phoenician Scheme, I did Bjorn, Michael Cera.
Yeah, that was great.
From Asteroid City, I did Jeffrey Wright.
Okay.
I liked him in that. From French Dispatch, I did, out of respect for Rebecca, I did not do Léa Seydoux, and I did Benicio del Toro.
Thank you.
Yep.
Jeez.
Keep your clothes on. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry. In Isle of Dogs, I did Greta Gerwig because she has like the flashiest part, and I had to pick somebody. From Grand Budapest, I did Adrian Brody. I
Yeah.
think he's hilarious in that movie. From Moonrise Kingdom, I did Jason Schwartzman. I think he's hilarious in that movie. From Fantastic Mr. Fox, I did The Mole. I don't even know who that is. From Darjeeling Limited, I did Angelica Houston as the mom, just in a couple scenes.
Right.
From Steve Zissou from Life Aquatic, I did Klaus. Come on, my guy.
Yep.
From Royal Tenenbaums, I did Pagoda. Mm-hmm. Love that. From Rushmore, I did Dirk. Mm-hmm. And from Bottle Rocket, I did James Caan, whatever his character's name is,
Nice.
which is he's really good in that.
Very
There you
nice.
go. Those are my side characters.
Well, I did a top 5. It's pretty normal. Number 5, I did Steve Carell as the motel manager in Asteroid City.
That's pretty
better.
good.
That's better than mine.
Number 4, I did from Rushmore, Margaret Yang. Mm-hmm. Love her. Number 3, I did Raleigh St. Clair, Bill Murray in Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah.
Well,
Thought
I
about
want to die. It's the saddest line, but it honestly makes me laugh every time.
She's a smoker. She smokes.
Number 2, I had Pagoda. Since I was a young lad, Pagoda has been my guy.
Yeah.
Pagoda's
The
great.
homie.
That's the last time you put a knife in me, Pagoda. And number 1, I got Klaus.
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah, got some repeats. My number 5 is Dirk from Rushmore.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's my chapel partner. I'm calling him a side character,
Oh,
but
here we go.
Herman Bloom from Rushmore. I
I'll-
guess he's a main character,
I'll
but
allow it.
I mean, to me, Max is like the lead. My number 3 is Pagoda. My number 2 is Eleanor Zissou from Live Aquatic.
Yeah.
She's just like cool and just like
Thought about it.
she
Thought
can
about it
run her
too.
shit. And number 1 is Klaus. I think, did we all put Klaus number 1?
Yes, we did.
Well, I didn't rank.
Oh, you
I
didn't rank
rank
them. Yeah.
He would have, though.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably would have. This is an interesting one. Top 5 actors we'd like to see join the Wes Anderson crew.
I'm going to let you guys take this one.
Okay.
I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
I'm not real confident in my list.
Okay.
I had trouble with this, so I'm gonna go first because I feel like we were talking last night and you felt pretty good about yours.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm gonna go first because you're gonna probably name better ones than I will. Number 5, I had Rachel McAdams. Just usually like when she shows up in a movie and think she can do it. Number 4, I had Mahershala Ali. I love you mentioned him
Yes.
in some lists recently where you love that
Yeah,
he
he
shows
was in
up
my
in
top
every
5
movie.
favorite actors.
Yeah, that's what it was. Good
But
list.
it was a big
Yeah. And I just feel like he's got sort of like that stillness that you kind of need. Now, whether he can be funny in the same thing, he probably can. I don't know. But he's, all his characters have some sort of, they're either manic or they're very still and everything's inward. And he's got that latter part down. Number 3, I had Ryan Gosling for similar reasons. He can be both manic and very still and collected. Number 2, I had Emma Stone. I think she's probably tailor-made to join. She can do anything. And number 1, I had Will Ferrell. I'd like to
Interesting.
I'd like to see what he's ready. I'm ready for like a career revival for Will Ferrell. He's got to change it up.
He's
Now whether
definitely got the vibes.
whether he wants to kind of do that sort of a thing or just make more funny Will Ferrell movies, I think those days are over. So I'd like to see if he can latch on to the Wes Anderson train and keep it going. And maybe he can, maybe he can't. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah, I have a very different list. They're not ranked. I have 3 guys and 3 girls. For men, I think Idris Elba
Nice.
could be really good.
Yeah.
I feel like he's got that kind of like dry British humor that like would work. I have Coleman Domingo. Also, I think could be a fun addition. And then my last guy is Diego Luna.
You just love Diego Luna.
He's a little like too much in
He is
the world right
surprisingly.
now.
Oh, in what?
He's like very overexposed, maybe.
I thought you meant like
Oh.
acting wise. I feel like he kind of overdoes it a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. I think he could
But I
do
think
it though.
if he could learn how to like pull it back a little bit, I think he has just like a quirkiness that I think
Yeah.
could work.
I like
I
it.
like it.
Okay, and then my 3 ladies are Christina Ricci.
Oh.
She's still in stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was trying to like, and when I was coming up with these lists, I was like, who could also like be okay with like letting go of the pay or be okay in being like that theater troupe communal type of atmosphere?
When was the last time Christina Ricci had a hit? She might need that pay. I don't know.
I don't know.
Unless she was smart with her money early on.
I mean, she
Casper.
started very early, so she's,
Right.
yeah, hopefully she's good. I have Margaret Qualley.
Yeah.
I think
That's
she's
a good one.
Like a newer face to
Yep.
come in. And then number 1, Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think she's got that dry kind of
That's
can
a
do
really good
the
one.
kind of monotone kind of Wes Anderson vibey thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. How
That's
about
really good.
Florence Pugh? Has she been in one yet?
She
I
hasn't.
had her on my list for a hot minute, and then I thought Becky would get mad at me for putting her on my list.
No, you could. She's great. I love her.
Michael Keaton?
Oh.
Michael Keaton. See that, and that's like bringing in like the Tom Hanks level of like well established, just coming into like
But he
have
could
fun.
definitely do.
He could
Wes
absolutely
Oh
Anderson.
do.
yeah.
In my heart of hearts, in my wildest dreams, Jack Nicholson.
Oh well. Think
Not
this-
going to happen.
I
But,
think the ship has sailed on
oh,
that one.
100%. I think he's done, but that'd be sick.
That
Yeah.
would be sick. All right. On to another reoccurring list that we do a lot. This is a fun one. Top 5 characters that we would want to get a drink with.
This list was hard for me because to
Yeah,
be
speak on
fair,
it.
like most of his characters are assholes.
Yeah.
So like, do I want to get? And I was kind of talking to you about this the other night, Josh. There's a difference between like you guys as men going to grab a beer with one of these characters versus me as a woman going to grab a beer with some of these characters.
Yikes.
It'd be a very different vibe.
It would be.
Right.
Now you make us feel bad.
No,
No,
why?
I'm just joking.
I'm just saying this was like a harder list for me to come up with,
Right.
and so
I just think the list in general, yeah, I mean, it's just who would you want to get a drink with?
no, I get it.
Right.
She's
don't think-
saying
I was
nobody.
saying it was
I don't
hard
think
for me to find people.
Okay.
Well,
That
Jack
makes sense.
didn't do the list, so
True.
that's it.
was
was
hard
All
to
right.
find
Well, let me go
people,
first,
too.
and then you guys can have you guys can talk about more. My number 5 is Tilda Swinton's character in The French Dispatch. She's like the
Oh.
art lecturer.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
telling the Benicio del Toro story, and
Yeah.
she's just like got this dry
Really
humor
weird
that's
and
like
quirky. Yeah.
And she's a little like scandalous. Her like naked photo pops up in the slides.
Yeah,
And so
right.
you're like, oh, she's down for a good time.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's
but
a
she
good
also
one.
like has culture. My number 4 is Mrs. Fox.
Nice.
Like, let's just talk about your paintings and like, oh God, being a mom. let's you bond over a drink. My number 3 is Chef Nescaffier from French Dispatch.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah, let's try some cool drinks and like talk about flavors and stuff.
And then he might get really deep too.
Exactly. Yeah. My number 2 is Elder Zero Mustafa because
Dang, okay.
he's got some stories to tell.
Damn
Pretty
it.
good.
And
Good
my
pull.
number 1 is Harvey Keitel's character Ludwig from Grand Budapest.
Damn it.
He's all like tatted up, but like, who drew this picture?
Yeah.
Very good. These lines are incredible.
And he's all like, yeah, he's that guy's got stories.
Yeah. That's good.
Nice.
Good work. All right. I have 6. I also had Elder Zero for all the reasons you said. That guy's got some stuff to say, and I want to hear it. I had Jack Whitman, which is Schwartzman from that movie, Darjeeling. And, they all seem like fun, and they all seem like assholes. And he kind of seems like the least of the assholes, maybe. So,
Oh, really? I feel like he's the most asshole. It's just subtle.
well,
It's hard to say. they're all kind of assholes. They're like the trilogy of assholes in their own different ways.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
my point
Like-
about getting a drink with him, like, I don't want Owen Wilson to order a drink for me because he orders for everybody.
That's a good
And
point.
the other guy is just like, I don't know. I just got better vibes that I would want to hang out with Jack Whitman for like a drink or two.
He's gonna put a little something in your drink too.
I
who
just
is?
Those
put,
guys are all drug addicts.
Oh yeah, true.
I just put
I don't
down
want
all
that.
3.
There we go. Oh, that's
You know,
good.
Just to have them all in the same room together.
It's a package deal.
Yeah.
Go grab a drink with the Whitman
I
bros.
also had Harvey Keitel from Budapest. I had Royal Tenenbaum. Kind of an asshole, but probably not if you're just getting a drink with him for a drink or two.
Yep.
And just
I don't
listen
know.
to him talk about himself.
Yeah, there's an exit strategy, and when he starts getting to be an asshole, I'm like, all right, I'll take the bill, or you will. I had Steve
He can't pay for it.
True. I had Steve Zissou because my guy likes Campari. What's up?
Yeah.
And then I had the editor from French Dispatch, because he's very refined and has all kinds of drinks on that tray, and he seems like he's really both stern and warm at the same time, and I want to hear what that guy has to say about the world. So that's my
Nice.
number one.
Nice.
He's going to make you eat ice cream and do an oyster shooter after.
Well, when in France or Kansas.
I wrote down Pagoda.
Nice, yes.
I wrote down the Whitman brothers.
Yeah.
I wrote down Jaja.
Yeah. Oh, good one.
I wrote down Bruce Willis just because he kind of seems like a normal person.
Yeah.
He's kind of sad, I guess, but
A little bit.
Yeah.
but maybe help him out.
He seems like he has good advice,
Yes.
even though he's maybe not living on the best terms that he could possibly think of, but seems like he's been through it and could drop some words of wisdom.
And then I got a Liev Schreiber in
Asteroid?
Asteroid City, just because he's always drinking martinis.
The martinis
Yes.
from the vending machine.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really good. Yeah, it's a fun list. Well done for coming that up on the fly, Jack.
Thanks.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll come right back. All right, we're back. Scripts and dialogue. His scripts are tight, specific. He does not really like improvisation as far as word improvisation or even like
Movement.
action
Right.
improvisation. He has quick, witty dialogue, and we've touched on this before, but they often toe the line between comedy and tragedy effectively and quickly. Well, I've also mentioned this in the past episode, and I don't like it when people say this, but his movies really warrant rewatches because they're so jam-packed. They don't usually get past 2 hours, and he fits a lot in that 2 hours. So, it really does warrant a rewatch if you have the time and inclination to revisit his movies. And at least for me, I won't speak for you guys, I get more things every time I watch every single Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many background things going on.
And like little lines that I missed the first time
Right.
and all that stuff.
It kind of annoys me that you should probably watch his movies more than once. I feel like I wish you could get everything on the first watch, but you really can't. But I feel like he's one of the few people that I know, I am willing to do that for.
Yes.
I'm willing to go back in a second or a third time because I know there's more in there versus even if I didn't like something at first, I'm willing to go back and give it another shot versus other movies that I don't care for. I'm like, why would I waste my time and watch that again?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. It doesn't annoy me that it rewards rewatching, but I just hate it when people say that. Like if I didn't like a movie, they go, "Oh, you should watch it again," because, well, no, maybe not. Because
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Right.
So why would I watch it again? But and yet I'm sitting here saying that that helps with Wes Anderson. So
Yeah.
All right, lines of dialogue. This is going to be. I feel like we got a lot to say in this one. So, did you do this, Rebecca? I know you were having trouble with this.
I did. I went a little bit meta
Okay.
with my lines. I did some quotes that are kind of maybe what Wes Anderson is trying to say.
Oh.
I'll run through them quick. I have 6. Number 6 is we're wild animals. Mr. Fox says we're all wild animals, and
Yeah.
I think that's kind of something that Wes is trying to say. We're all just we have our own individual gifts and talents that we bring, but we're all just wild animals.
Yeah.
Number 5 is from French Dispatch. All art is for sale.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
Good one.
And then number 4 is from Life Aquatic. When they come out of the viewing, some woman sidles up to Steve Zissou and is like, I just don't think they got it, or something like that. Which that feels very much like Wes Anderson's
Yeah.
movies. If someone's like, oh, I didn't like it. Well, they just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
My number 3 is also from French Dispatch. However you go about it, try to make it sound like you wrote it that way on purpose.
Mm-hmm. These are good meta quotes.
My number 2 is from Asteroid City. I think now what I realize we are 2 catastrophically wounded people who don't express the depth of their pain because we don't want to.
That's a good
That's Scarlett Johansson. And that feels very much like Wes Anderson's.
Yeah. All
Vibe.
of their conversation. Well, that whole movie is extremely meta.
Yeah.
And all of their conversations are very Wes. feel like
his
about him.
big
and people-
themes.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you started the podcast, the last podcast with the Monsieur Gustave. You see there are faint glimmers of civilization left in this barbaric slaughterhouse that was once known as humanity.
Yep.
Those are my,
Made my list too.
yeah.
I just chose my favorites that really stuck out to me. Jack, you go next because I don't like taking yours because I've done it in the past where I say
No, it's
something.
okay.
You're like,
Honestly,
"Damn it."
going through, I just had to pick a couple. I mean, there's just so many,
There's
and
so
like
many.
we also already referenced a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So, and we, other than that one that you just said that you started the episode with, I don't think we've talked about these ones, and they're just. I'm just gonna get into it.
Okay.
Number 5 is from Life Aquatic. This is Mrs. Zissou talking to Steve, and then his response. But she says, "Did Ned's heart stop before you pulled him out of the water?" And then he said, "Did Ned's heart stop before I pulled him out of the water?" Yes. He just immediately repeats the line back. That's really funny. Number 4, I had, "Yeah, but I'm gonna live."
Yeah, we talked about that.
That's like my favorite part of that movie.
That's good.
Number 3, I must say, I find that girl utterly delightful. Flat as a board, enormous birthmark in the shape of Mexico all over her face, sweating for hours in the sweltering kitchen while Mendel, genius though he is, looms over her like a hulking gorilla. Yet without question, without fail, always invariably, she's exceedingly lovely. Why? Because of her purity.
That's really good.
That's good.
Number 2, I had, you see, there are still faint glimmers of blah, blah, blah. That whole
Yeah,
line.
we got that.
And number 1, I have, that night Etheline found all of her children living under the same roof for the first time in 17
you
years.
love
Yeah,
that.
that's great.
I have a lot. I thought this would be a lengthy discussion, so I came with a bunch. I'll go through many of them quickly. I love when Royal Tenenbaums is at the cemetery. He's talking to his grandkids. He goes, "Come on, let's shag ass."
Yeah.
It's just so funny to me. From French Dispatch, self-reflection is a practice best done in private or not at all. In Moonrise Kingdom, when the girl says that she wants to be an orphan because they're more interesting, he goes, "I love you, but you don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
Yeah. In Darjeeling, when the two brothers are fighting, and Jason Schwartz goes, "I love you, but I'm going to mace you in the face." I love in Rushmore where he dedicates the play to his mother, his dead mother,
And a friend of a friend.
and a friend of a friend. The love, I can't remember her name. The
He
love
says
interest.
his name.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
says his name, but I can't remember what I should have wrote it down. But then he says, right immediately or after that, he says, "You'll find a pair of safety glasses and a pair of earplugs underneath your seats. Please feel free to use them." It just gets me every time.
And then there, the first time that there's a bunch of like explosions on the stage or whatever, it cuts to the audience and the majority of everyone is throwing on their glasses,
Except
but
Bill
Bill
Murray.
Murray is just standing and he just looks so into the play.
Oh, I
also
got
love-
that coming up on a list later.
Sorry.
Ooh. I also love later on in the play where there's like a really like heartfelt moment about something in the Vietnam War, and he's a Vietnam War veteran, and he cuts to him and he's crying.
Yeah.
It's just
There's also another part where they're like showing the play and like it's not funny, but you just hear Bill Murray like do
laughing.
a laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
missed that.
yeah. I
Yeah.
thought that's the part that you were going to say.
That's what I
It's
thought
like
too.
He's laughing at like not a funny part.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I missed that. Oh, that's good. Becky, you mentioned this earlier. I don't understand the play. It doesn't matter. Just keep telling the story. That's from Asteroid City. From Grand Budapest, in one of his sermons, Monsieur Gustave says, "Rudeness is merely an expression of fear." This is another quintessential thesis from Wes Anderson, I think, probably. Move right on to a bunch from
Zissou?
Zissou.
I know.
You knew.
I wonder if he remembers me, which
Yeah.
is like that's another gut punch in the submarine. And in the same scene, he says, he reaches and touches the baby on what's her face's stomach. Goes for some reason, she says, in 12 years, he'll be 11 and a half. And he goes, that was always my favorite age.
Which was the age that Ned was at when he wrote.
Oh, nice catch.
Good detail.
Good detail. I always really liked this line. He says, why didn't you ever reach out to me or something? Ned asks him, and he goes, I never liked fathers, and I never wanted to be one. I just think that's a really well-constructed line, because I feel like 98% of the people would have said, I never liked my father, and I never wanted to be one. But just, I never liked fathers, and I never wanted. I just think that's really good. And then you already mentioned it, but those fucking amateurs, you left your dog, you idiots. It's just the best line reading of the whole movie. And then I had, you see, there are still faint glimmers of blah, 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 blah. Indeed, this is the rest of that line. Indeed, that's what we provide in our own modest, humble, insignificant. Fuck it. Just my number one line at the end of Tenenbaums. I had a rough year, Dad. I know you have, Chassis. That just gets me. It just gets me.
Yeah.
It's really good. Really, really fantastic. Moving on. Well written. He does a lot of motifs. I don't know. I don't know if you have this, Jack. I have a couple just little motifs that he uses, not like thematic, just like little things that he just uses over and over again.
I have a bunch.
And you have a bunch. Okay, Becky, we've sort of taken the lead on some of these lists. Why don't you take the lead on this one?
Okay. Well, kind of overall motifs, obviously the act of storytelling.
The story within a story.
Story within a story. Rushmore has curtains like a play. Royal Tenenbaums presented like a book. Life Aquatic is like a film within a film. Darjeeling has Jack Whitman, who's writing short stories that are like based on his real life. Fantastic Mr. Fox shows the book, the Roald Dahl book. Moonrise Kingdom has a narrator, like not needed, but has a narrator. Grand Budapest is the story being told, the author. Isle of Dogs starts with the legend of the hero boy that like the rest of the movie is based on. French Dispatch is literally magazine stories, and Asteroid City is the play within the TV show. So just like using the art of storytelling like comes up in almost all of them. People with an obsession comes up a lot. Dysfunctional families or found families comes up a lot. Coping with death, depending on which side of death you're on, that comes up a lot. So those are kind of like overall things that he does a lot, and then a ton of details. Binoculars get used in like 5 different movies. Death or injury of animals is in like almost all of his movies. Morse code comes up multiple times. Trains come up multiple times. Losing fingers comes up in multiple times. 3 sisters or 3 siblings is like a common thing that he uses a lot. He uses tents in multiple movies. Escaping out of windows. Perfume.
I had that.
Marine life. Just like you just see them
over and over again.
Wonder what he's got against animals. Just kidding.
Right?
Obviously.
Well, I wonder too if it's like,
I think they're usually done in villainous ways.
Well, yeah, and I wonder if it's like it's being done by humans, so it's showing like a nasty side of humanity.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like either a death or injury of animals in most of his movies. Yeah.
I had a few others. I had typewriters he uses a lot. Record players he uses a lot. He's always, people are smoking cigarettes or pipes.
Yep.
And then suitcases shows up a lot. So I just went small. And you mentioned the other ones.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. QT Corner.
Oh.
That's right. Our guy, Quentin Tarantino, doesn't like Rushmore. Couldn't connect with Max. I get that.
Yeah.
Never thought it was funny. But he loves Bottle Rocket, and he loves Grand Budapest Hotel. He said something to the effect of, this isn't really my thing, but I kind of love it. So, not a whole lot in the QT corner this time, but had to mention
he knows what
it.
he likes.
Yeah. And, I mean, they're definitely, I guess I would say they're contemporaries. Wes Anderson started a little bit later, and they both create their own worlds, and they're just very different, but I think it's kind of cool. So, why don't we take another break? We got a few more lists to hit, and then I got a quiz finish if we're into it.
Nice.
All right. Coming right back. Okay, details. Then we got scenes, and then we're going to rank the filmography. Jack, do you have details?
Yes.
Do you want to go first?
There's like a million to choose from.
I know.
His movies are so detailed.
It's a lot. I was very nervous about this list until I found a few more, like literally last night.
All right. Number 5, I've got loves dynamite and explosives. Dynamite appears in a lot of his movies too, and the number 1 I'm thinking of right now is Phoenician Scheme, of them offering grenades to everybody as compensation, and everybody's just like, "No, I already got one," or they're like, "Thank you,
You're so kind," and they
here, have a grenade.
Here, have a hang.
It's so good.
Oh, thanks. I have one on my own.
Number 4, I've got the smoking in Darjeeling, and the smoking and the drugs in Darjeeling just happening rampantly and without like
Attention.
Any
attention
explanation.
or explanation or
Yeah.
even seemingly effects. I mean, they're
Yeah.
like downing cough syrup, and then they go out and do, like, in order to like go out and do something.
They're like taking morphine drops.
Yeah, and they're like, they have all these like little strategic ways of like smoking and not getting caught, and I don't know, it's just really good.
Yeah.
I obviously don't support smoking, but in this movie, it's good.
I think Wes Anderson supports it.
He has to. Number 3, I have the vending machines in Asteroid City.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good. That's really good.
Super cool.
Real estate. Buy a house from a
Right.
vending
How
machine.
how does this one work? Oh, it's a parcel of land. I don't know. It's just
Get martinis
the
from
martinis is so good.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Number 2, I have the last scene or the recap, but mainly the last scene of Phoenician Scheme and the food and like the cooking the meal. Just like, I love it. It's a great food scene. He does a lot of good food scenes.
does.
I could have done a top 5 of food
scenes.
things, or
Yeah.
food details, which brings me to my number 1. My number 1 is the split of the brute, and popping the thing and pouring it in the mini champagne tasting glass next to him, and
Yes.
then waving it on, and how just fast it all happens, and just that whole meal in general is great. He just like says like rabbit with olives and like all these things. He's like, oh,
That should provide us with enough time if I commence, whatever he says, if I commence expediently or something.
yeah. Yeah,
That's really good.
So good.
You go next.
All right. I have 8, and I kind of grouped them by movie. From Isle of Dogs, I have the assistant scientist has a little Y and a little O, like hair ties on her like pigtail braids, and she is actually titled in the movie, but is voiced by Yoko Ono.
Oh, that's good.
So I thought that was a little interesting detail.
Look at you.
Something I clocked really early on, and I'm Josh and I were kind of talking and dancing around, like not wanting to spoil this for each other. But in Fantastic Mr. Fox, there's a scene early on where Mrs. Fox is like painting outside. She does her alfresco paintings, and the love theme from Disney's The Robin Hood is playing in the background, and it's like a Fox movie playing within a Fox movie. I thought that was a little detail. That was
That was not the detail I caught that we were referencing.
yeah. I have one from Grand Budapest. This is if you have physical media, go support physical media.
Hell yeah.
In the special features, they have a video and recipe to make the Mendel's courtesan au chocolat.
Nice.
And it's like awesome. Just a great little detail to like throw into your special features.
Let's make it.
I'm saying. I mean, it's involved, but I'm down. We have the recipe now.
We got time.
I have 2 from Rushmore. One is the Bravo Max Love Mom embossed on the typewriter case that she clearly gave to him before she died, which is probably after he wrote his 1-act play about Watergate in the 2nd grade.
Nice.
So, and that he's like still has that typewriter and it's
Wow.
like embossed Love Mom. And then also you talked about this in your last list for Herman Bloom not putting on his goggles or his earmuffs in the play. He's like, man, I lived Vietnam. Like,
Yeah, right.
I don't need
We're good. I'm
goggles.
good.
Like, yeah,
He's like totally in it.
yeah.
That's so good.
And then I have 3 from Royal Tenenbaums. One is that Wes Anderson gave Angelica Houston his actual mom's glasses to wear as Etheline, and Wes Anderson's mom was an archaeologist, and Etheline plays an archaeologist. So a little bit of tie-in
one.
there. Number 2 is that at the end of the movie, Royal gifts a Dalmatian to
Yeah.
Chaz,
Yep.
and it's like a tie-in to the Dalmatian mice.
Dalmatian mice, yeah.
That, and so it just feels like a, hey, like I'm trying to connect with you in a way that like I don't understand, but I do understand, and I want to connect with you in this way by giving you this Dalmatian.
Can't we get someone to kill these damn mice? They're Chaz's.
And my number one detail is that in Royal Tenenbaums, there's the color red in almost every single shot. Whether it's a button on Raleigh St. Clair's telephone is like the only thing, but that little red button is like facing you. It's like bright. Or the red string that holds Margot Tenenbaum's TV to the radiator above the tub.
Oh, nice. Or the red blocks where he's like, make mine
Yes.
make yours like mine, Dudley.
Yep. And then the characters are all wearing a hit of
I'm not
red.
colorblind, am I? I'm afraid you are.
Can you tell time? No.
No.
Absolutely not. I love how they ask that and they're both like, God, what a stupid question.
I love after he does the shapes. He's like now time, and he's like he looks down at them and he's just like looks it over and then writes in his notebook and he goes, "How strange, how bizarre, how
fascinating." And he's like laughing as he does it.
Yeah. So putting a little touch of red throughout that entire movie. I think there's maybe like 2 or 3 scenes that don't have red.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Thanks. What about you?
There's my javelina.
Yeah. All right, I have a bunch of details, but they kind of get more and more crazy. I like Pagoda in the background of the wedding proposal where he's, where Danny Glover proposes to, and he's just in the background. Like, that's not super detailed, but
She says
he's like,
she think about it.
Yeah, she
says she think about it.
I like the intern that sticks around after he got knifed in the pirate thing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "What are you doing here? I thought all your interns left. I want to help you catch a shark." And he goes, "Damn it, intern, you're getting an A." And he puts his arm on his shoulder. He's like, "Ow!" That's really funny. Someone, I think maybe you pointed this out to me, and I'm surprised it didn't make your list. Either that or I saw it on the internet. Margot's childhood doll is missing a finger.
Oh, no, you saw that on... I didn't
Okay, I saw that on the internet. I love that all the animals say cuss instead of swearing when they're in Fantastic Mr. Fox. I think that's a great bit. Max Fisher apparently has custom business cards for each of his clubs that he's in. That's part one of my favorite detail. The other part is that he's like the founder or the president or the chairman in all of them. Like he has a high-ranking thing in all of them, and the last one is an aviation club called the Piper Cub Club, and it says 4.5 hours logged.
Yep.
That's so funny to me. Here's the one that we were dancing around to see if we had the same detail, and I think Jack will be excited by this one. Max Fisher buys explosives under the name Ready Demolition in Tucson, Arizona. And I watched it twice this week, and both times that perked up my ears. I was like, I feel like that's from something, and I looked it up. That's from Heat. They buy the explosives in the beginning of Heat from Ready Now, I wouldn't have been able to tell you it was from Heat, but right. I had heard that before, and I was like, I wonder if that's something, and I looked it up, and it was from Heat.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nice.
It's a little nod to Heat. So this is kind of a more abstract one. I love the character staging and the character movement. And I have a couple examples, one of them which you already mentioned with the Split of the Brute. Everything's done so quickly and so precisely. The other two things I mentioned, or things I thought of, were when Ben Stiller is sleeping on the floor in the bedroom with the kids on the bunk beds, and he decides, you know what, I'm actually going to sleep in here with you. And before he even lies down, the kid on the top bunk is getting and walking down the ladder to lie with him. And it's just a timing thing that you kind of know what's going to happen, but he does everything slightly before you think it's going to happen, just to make it all nice and tight. He meaning... Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
So he's directing the action.
I noticed that specific one this past time.
Yeah, he's directing the action just slightly ahead of. And then the other one I mentioned, I thought of, was when in Life Aquatic, when he hears the Italian people talking bad about him, and he gets all butthurt, and he goes outside and he throws his earring away.
Yeah, I've always
and
loved
he
that.
gets up, and as Owen Wilson's getting up to retrieve the earring, he's holding his ear out to accept the earring, and it just happens.
And Owen Wilson also like stands up as soon as like he already feels like he knows that it's going to happen. Like
the
he's standing
timing
up,
of the character movement is very good. My number one detail, I don't know if you knew this. Do you know why Mordecai has different color feathers? No, you don't. They you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and they say he's like mulching.
In the story.
Yeah.
In the real life, the actual bird used for Mordecai, the first one, was kidnapped for ransom. I checked this on multiple sources because I couldn't believe what I saw. Yeah, and so they couldn't get him back, and the animal wrangling team had to get a different bird, and so they had to write in a way of why the feathers were different. So
Whoa, that's
It
crazy.
also makes hella sense.
Yeah.
As far as in the story.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's great. It's great how they write it in, but that was a crazy detail.
Before we move on from details, I have a question
Okay.
about Life Aquatic. And this is like a detail that I'm just like, maybe you guys know and I don't. Is Ned actually Steve's son?
No, I think I'm fairly certain no, because she says
Eleanor says he shoots blanks.
Yeah. But they leave it open because she says that it's probably because it's a life spent underwater. But this also happened, 30 some odd years ago. So maybe at that point he wasn't shooting blanks. I think it's ambiguous, but I think you're supposed to believe that he's not able to produce children.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of how I take it. I take it as like, I don't know, there's a whole dynamic of him not telling Ned that he didn't know about him, or that he doesn't tell him that he did know about him.
Right.
And I think there might be something there where he knows that he is probably not his
he's
kid,
not.
but he kind of doesn't want to tell Ned at the same time. And he wants to have a son at that point, kind of.
Yeah.
And also probably doesn't want to bum out Ned.
Interesting. Okay.
Like it's like why he didn't ever tell him that he knew about him. Like he knew about it as a kid, but he knew about not that he wasn't his son or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And you don't
Well, I
like
don't
write a
get-
kid back to be like, nah, you're tripping.
I don't get the idea that Steve Zissou knows he's shooting blanks because
Oh.
Angelica Houston says, I'm going to tell you something in confidence and we'll never talk about it again. And you can't ask me how I know this. I'm a scientist. I figured it out, so I don't get the sense that Steve Zissou is aware that
Oh.
he's infertile, but I could be wrong. That's just how I read it.
Yeah.
All readings are correct. No wrong answers. No bad opinions.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right. We got top 5 scenes and then we're going to rank the filmography. I can start with scenes.
Cool.
I love the scene. I have 6. I love the scene where Herman Bloom in Rushmore meets Max's dad. And, the whole time he thinks Max's dad is a neurosurgeon or whatever. And then he meets him and this is my dad. And he's in a barber shop. And you can see it on Bill Murray's face where he just like understands everything at that point. And it's just really wonderfully simple, well-acted scene. I love the scene in Bruce Willis's trailer where he pours the kid a beer. Another really heartfelt scene. Very good. I love the sushi scene in Isle of Dogs. That's just awesome.
That made my list.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Gotta
scene.
have a food scene.
Yeah.
Well, the other food scene made my long list. The where Bryan Cranston dog is talking. They're all talking about their favorite meals. Is that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all talking about their favorite meals, and they go
that's
around,
good.
and then they're like, "What's yours?" And he goes, "Trash." Blah blah blah. And then he's like, I used to have a master, and they're all like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he
That's
tells them actual food that was his favorite food.
That's a good
The
scene.
chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chili. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
I love the scene where Royal first shows up to Ethylene and tells her that he's dying, and then goes back on it and then does it again. And I didn't notice this, and I don't think I would have noticed this if someone didn't point it out, but I heard it on a podcast. I forget what it was. And someone was the person talking about that scene said that there's no close-ups of the actors. It's just all a one shot. And actors usually want close-ups to show their their reactions and, to kind of get their star moment. But those two are such masters that they're able to convey all this emotion, both comedic and tragic, with just the one shot. And it's just great. Or the two shot, I mean, because there's two of them in there.
Yeah.
Really, really good. I like the scene in Asteroid City where Jason Schwartzman leaves the stage and talks to Adrian Brody. We've mentioned it a few times. Really good scene. And I like the Zero interview. Where
the opening one, the first one?
Yeah. So I actually timed this out too. you can take it back to where young Jude Law shows up at the 60s version of the Grand Budapest Hotel. That happens at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And you can take it all the way till the end of the Zero interview, which is at 14 minutes, 19 seconds of the movie. It's 10 minutes and 48 seconds is maybe, you could put that in my top 5, 10 minutes and 48 seconds of any movie.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
And I've seen it so many times that like everything after that is a little bit of a letdown after, now.
Maybe.
I still love it, but that's peak Wes Anderson for me, that stretch. So that's my list.
Awesome. There's so many. I mean, he's just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of those were on my list. So let me just roll through mine real quick. I have 6. One is Sam and Susie dancing in their underwear on the beach.
Yep.
Yes, great.
I made my long list.
They're just like awkward and just like, who cares? They're having a good time. My number 5 is Margot Tenenbaum's secrets kind of coming out when they're in the hospital waiting room. And
Oh, yeah.
Bill Murray is, he's like, can I have a cigarette? And she's like, what? You heard the question.
Yeah.
And like, just, it feels like she's so secretive and like everything is like, she's like been found out, and just, she's so great in that scene. You could just see the like freeze on her face.
And so is Angelica Houston. She's like, well, I think you should quit.
Yeah.
She's
just like a supportive mom.
Yeah.
How long have you
Angelica,
smoked? 22 years? Well, I think you should quit.
there's multiple scenes where she is talking to her children, and the way she does it is she like asks them questions. Like when Chaz comes in for the first time,
Yeah.
she's like, what happened? And she's like, we got locked out. And she's like, well, did you pack your things before you left? And but doesn't say anything other than just kind of trying to like figure guide it out of you. And she
Yeah.
does it there too, kind of like,
Yeah.
well, I think you should quit. I don't know. She just talks to her kids in a very motherly
Yeah.
way. That's
She's
great.
great.
That's great. My number 4 is the last scene of Phoenician Scheme. You talked about it earlier. It's just, you just see the relationship between father-daughter, and it was just chef's kiss.
Right.
My number 3 is from Moonlight Kingdom. Sam and Susie's pen pal letters to each other, where they're like not quite finishing their sentences before the next letter comes in.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's just really showing these two like outcast kids that really understand each other.
Yeah.
And building that relationship early on in the movie. Number 2, got to have the food scene. It's the same as yours, the sashimi scene from Isle of Dogs.
good.
With the little like poison wasabi little.
So good.
Yeah, really good.
Wish I would have seen that before the food episode.
I know. I saw it a long time ago. I just didn't really remember it.
I never saw it.
Isle of Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then number 1, very similar to yours, it's the intro to Monsieur Gustave.
Yeah.
Right that title card of like M. Gustave.
Yeah.
And then all the way through the go light the candle at the.
Sacre de Christi or whatever.
Yeah. Just great. Jack, I know you got some good scenes.
Yeah, and I almost did a thing where I did like 2 from 5 movies, but I don't think I'll do that because we have covered a lot of them. But it was always felt like it came down to 2 for each of the movies.
Yeah.
But the rank of the rank of where they would be the same.
Yeah.
It was just like they're all tied.
Yeah.
I will throw in a number 6. I love the storm in Moonrise Kingdom.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of good build to it, and it's kind of going to be a thing. We actually had a list that we didn't end up doing where we did like background stories or like what do we call it?
I don't have that in my doc.
I don't have that in my doc either.
Subplot, background story, world building, top 5.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh,
Anyways.
that would have been a good one.
If
Yeah.
you got it, go ahead.
Yeah.
I actually only have 4, but
Oh,
I
for
did
crying out loud.
Moonrise Kingdom, just basically the history of the island, and then it kind of foreshadowing that there's going to be a, big storm or
storm.
whatever. I did the insurance stooge in or whatever they call him in
Bond students.
yeah, and the fact that they go save him is like a huge plot point of
And
the whole
also a
thing is
human
them
being.
just
I've never seen a Bond company stooge stick its neck out like that.
In number 2, I had like everything in the Phoenician Scheme,
Yeah.
pretty much. And then number 1, I had all of the like build up in Grand Budapest, or as far as the story within the story, and the history of the hotel and all that. Okay, back to my other list that I was in the middle of. Right? Wasn't I just in the middle of a list?
Yeah, scenes.
We're doing
What
it's
I
like
do?
a list within a list.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
How very Wes of you.
Very.
Had you given any? You were just describing how you did the lists.
I did the storm.
The storm.
In Moonrise Kingdom.
Yeah.
Number 5, this will be the third time that it's come up, but I might emphasize it a little bit more here. The balcony scene in Asteroid City, which comes kind of after the and okay, so maybe I'll just vamp on Asteroid City a little bit.
Please.
I was immediately, when watching that movie, frustrated that they were doing like a story within a story again. And the first 2 cutbacks, I think I was just like, what's the point of this? Then once you got going with them, I was like, wow, it was making the movie for me. And it always felt like it had a point. I loved the acting scene and like trying to figure out how to do the abstract, like everybody started sleeping and having like the same dream. Love that. And then ending with this scene with Margot Robbie and Jason Schwartzman across, which I actually couldn't tell if that was a part of the show. Or did they break from the show there?
I think that was her scene that got cut.
Well, they talk about that though. They say she runs. She talks about the scene, and then they're like, my line was, or he's like, I don't remember the lines.
And then I say, and then you say.
Yeah, and she goes through the whole thing, and it's just so, it would be like the most heart-wrenching Wes Anderson movie scene that would actually, if it actually occurred.
Yeah.
But she does it this way, and it's still so good and so well acted and so well written, and I cried, and I was like, cool, this movie did it for me. And it had already made sense. I got what was going on, but it really
that hammered it home.
It hammered it home, and it made the actual story that the play is telling so much more worthwhile, even though it was done in the other way. I don't know. Thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Very, very effective scene for me. Number 4, I did the last scene in Rushmore.
Hell yeah.
Number 3, I did the pirates.
Hell yeah.
Taking over the boat. I just think it's great action. I love that everybody is blindfolded except for him for the first part, and so you get to see where, I don't know, you just see outside of them, for a second. And then you have the insurance stooge translating, and then he's like, wait, they just realized that I could speak English, and so I'm going to be taken as the hostage. And then right up into, what does he say when he gets up and starts fighting them? I told you,
get the hell off my boat.
So good. And then nobody hits each other in that scene.
Right.
There's so many bullets, nobody gets hit. Number 2, I'm lumping, since you did a whole 10 minutes,
Please.
I'm lumping the jailbreak all the way through the snow fight and the getting kicked off. I do think that, is there a scene in between there somewhere?
Between the jailbreak
And the...
Well, they call the secret, whatever it's called, the Secret Brotherhood of Lost Keys or something. Cross Keys. And then there's that whole thing.
And then the chase happens?
And then the chase happens, I think, yeah.
Well, then it's a tie between the jailbreak scene and
Great.
And the
Fantastic.
which I remember the first time I saw Grand Budapest in theaters. I the chase scene happened, and for the majority of it, I was like, I don't know if I like this. This is a little too stylized. This is kind of feels silly.
Yeah.
And then it ends with that great moment where he gets kicked off, and I completely
Methinks,
forgot
me
about it. And
fears,
then the
me-
next time I watched it, it was just so good. And it's a pretty good chase scene.
Yeah.
And you have the whole running chase scene before it through all the corridors and whatever.
Yeah, it's great.
And then number 1, I had the first 20 of Royal Tenenbaum, the opening credits. Mm-hmm. It's just everything I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We accept.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've come to the list. I have them all ranked.
I didn't do that. I just did 10.
Well, what'd you leave off?
I left off Isle of Dogs and French Dispatch.
Okay, so there you go. 12 and 11.
Yeah.
Do you want to Do you want to just do your list?
Should I just go?
12, 11.
I guess if I was ranking them, I would do 12 Isle of Dogs, 11 French Dispatch, 10 I got Phoenician Scheme, 9 I've got Bottle Rocket, 8 I've got Fantastic Mr. Fox, 7 I've got Darjeeling Limited. That's right. 6 I've got Asteroid City.
Okay.
I also love the alien scene. That made my long list. Love the alien scene.
It's a good scene.
It is. Number 5, I've got Moonrise. Number 4, I've got Rushmore. Number 3, I've got Life Aquatic. Number 2, I've got Grand Budapest. And number 1, I have The Royal Tenenbaums. Should I have not flown through them like that?
No,
or
that
is
was great.
I think that was good.
That was great. My list is a little different.
Okay. Why don't...
This might be controversial.
Oh,
Here's my hot
God.
take. My number 12 is Bottle Rocket.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay. We just watched the Danny Boyle Criterion Closet thing where he's like, my dad always thinks the director's first movie is like their best movie. And I disagree.
So he chose Bottle Rocket?
Well, he was talking about the Coen brothers at the time.
Yeah.
So he thought Blood Simple
Simple.
was their best, which I also disagree. Yeah. But it's really good. I love Blood Simple. We'll save it for the Coen brothers episode.
Okay, so number 12, I have Bottle Rocket. 11, I have Isle of Dogs. 10, I have Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Okay.
9, I have Asteroid City.
Yeah.
8, I have French Dispatch. Probably also another hot take. 7, I have Phoenician Scheme. 6, I have Darjeeling. 5, I have Rushmore. 4, Moonrise Kingdom. 3, Grand Budapest. 2, Life Aquatic.
Whoa.
1, Royal Tenenbaums.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Making this list, I was like surprised at myself, but I was like, no, this feels right.
After doing this whole episode or these 2 episodes, I would put Phoenician Scheme probably a little bit higher. I would definitely put it before Bottle Rocket and Fantastic Mr. Fox, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say,
Number 3, Grand Budapest, is kind of surprising.
I know.
Or I guess number 2, Steve
Life
Zissou,
Aquatic.
is the surprising part.
I feel like we talked to a friend yesterday who was like, oh, I used to love that movie and I watched it recently and like didn't like it as much. And I feel like for me, we used to watch that movie a lot and I liked it then and then kind of maybe got bored with it or something and then rewatched it recently and was like, I'm tripping. I love this movie.
That's exactly how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I feel like I feel like I shoo-shooed it, poo-pooed it away for a little while.
Yeah.
And then watching it, I mean, it's just like absolutely hilarious.
Yes,
like the whole
it's
time.
so
just
funny.
so funny.
Yeah.
I do think that's like a polarizing one. It has
Yeah.
its fans.
People think the last scene or the jaguar shark thing is like too much of a device,
too on the
divisive and too on the nose and kind of like sucker punches or is like too much of a trying to get you a gut punch just to like have something emotional at the end of the movie. Couldn't disagree more.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's the whole point. He's looking
It's
for
my
the shark
favorite
the whole
age.
time. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like this shark represents his like mentor / father figure's death as well as his son's death. So like the above and below him, this one, the shark getting whatever his name is. I forget his name. Esteban. And then the search for the shark causing the death of his son.
Yeah. And then he doesn't want to kill it anymore.
Yeah.
It's
goes-
also
So
like
much death. What's the
symbolically,
point?
it's his demons that he's going down to the depths of his soul to find, and he doesn't want to pretend like he can get rid of those demons. He's just accepting those demons.
Yeah. I really like it.
I do too. I mean, I get it. I get why
yeah.
people don't. I think,
I guess.
but I disagree.
I think it was when it came out, it was that first movie after Tenenbaums that was like, oh, we're making with the animals. We're adding in these stop motion animals and people were like, what?
I didn't like the stop motion animals the first time. I was like, oh, what? Really? Like,
yeah.
we can't just move on a little bit and make it be real?
It was Wes like starting to tiptoe into more of his stylized thing and people were like turned off by it for sure.
I've always loved it. I've always thought it was hilarious. All right. Well, our top 5s are the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you ranked them slightly differently, but
And it was interesting because I didn't watch Moonrise Kingdom this week to prepare for this.
oh,
But have seen it probably like 3 or maybe even 4 times and always like loved it. And then when I was making this, I thought something was going to like overtake it, you know? And it didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I think this has got to be there.
Yeah.
I agree.
I did not like it on my first watch a long time ago, and then watched it again sometime after and was like, oh, I was wrong. This is great.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, I'm like, yeah, I love this movie.
Each time I watch it, it gets better and better.
Yeah.
Having said that, my number 12 is Isle of Dogs. My number 11 is Asteroid City. I can really see that. Like, I feel like one more time, miss one, and I'll get it.
It's pretty low for me, too. And, like, it's, like, slowly climbing, I think. I really did not like it on the first watch.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a scale of when the reason behind his Wes Anderson-ness makes more sense in telling the story, the better the movie is. And so this was like a play within a story. So like his Wes Anderson, and then like a movie. Some people say that the actual real part is a movie.
Yeah,
which I don't think so. I think it's just like a imaginative telling of what the play was.
That's what I think too.
But you're getting, it's stylized because, you're like actually seeing a stylized play.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think for me, the thing about, sorry, I'm interrupting your list to talk about Asteroid City, but it was an emotional movie. I think it just felt a little flat to me. And that's like the quote of like, we have emotions and we don't want to show our emotions. And to me, it just didn't work. But like watching it again, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm like getting more from it.
Yeah. Number 10, I have Bottle Rocket.
Yeah.
I like Bottle Rocket. It feels a little bit different than his other movies. It's a first movie. I can see what he's doing. It's not my favorite. Number 9, I have The French Dispatch. Liked it more this time. Would have been a lot lower if I didn't revisit it. Number 8, I have Darjeeling. Number 7, I have Phoenician Scheme. Loved it. Number 6, I have Fantastic Mr. Fox. And then the top 5 are the same top 5 as you. Mm-hmm. Both. Mm-hmm. Number 5, I have Moonrise. Number 4, I have Rushmore. I'm surprised it was so low.
That was the same as you, right, Jack?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 3, I have Life Aquatic. Mm-hmm. Number 2, I have the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Wow.
Yeah. And my number 1 Wes Anderson movie is now Royal Tenenbaums.
Wow.
I got it wrong, okay? Nobody's perfect.
That means we had the same list. That's the first
You guys
time.
had the same top 5.
We had the same top 5 as first time.
Wow.
I didn't want to blow the lead.
I was like wondering. I don't know. You said a lot of good things about it.
It's the best. It was really good. Nobody's perfect.
Wow, that is so funny.
All right.
For everybody who doesn't know out there and can't already tell within the pod, Grand Budapest has been Josh's
my clear
far and
favorite
away.
for a long time.
Yeah.
I thought about putting Life Aquatic ahead of it.
Oh,
And I did.
Wow.
I honestly
You
thought
did?
about putting the difference between my number 1 and number 5 are pretty thin on this list. I really like Moonrise Kingdom.
I'd say the top 3 for me are more of that. I mean, Rushmore and Moonrise Kingdom, I don't think are quite as close as those.
I
for
really
me personally.
like Rushmore.
I do too.
Yeah. Anyway, well, that probably makes this next section a little bit easier. What are the 5 movies we think he's going to be remembered for?
There we go.
Yeah.
I think you can make a case for Fantastic Mr.
I was
I was
gonna
going to
say.
say that too.
Yeah.
So what would we kick out?
Moonrise. It's the only thing you can't kick out. Because
I think
Rushmore
you
is
could
like
cut out Life Aquatic.
I was going to say maybe Life Aquatic.
like
For
not
iconic?
for me personally.
For
I just
iconic?
feel like
What he'll
Okay.
be remembered for.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
I just
That one
think-
felt so polarizing for people.
I that's what I would say. Is a lot of people do not like that movie.
right, but they're going to remember it.
That's fair. I also feel like Tenenbaums, Rushmore, and
Grand Budapest?
Life Aquatic are like 3 of his first 4 movies, and we probably need something a little bit later in
Representation
there.
later.
So were it me, I would cut Life Aquatic and shove Fantastic Mr. Fox in there for the obituary.
I think Fantastic Mr. Fox had a wider reach, and it came out, a little bit later to where you're getting like a different generation of people cluing into Wes Anderson a little bit further into his career versus like from the beginning.
I also think in 5 or 10 years we might have, Asteroid City on the list or whatever.
Maybe.
I doubt
Maybe.
it.
I don't think so.
Becky certainly won. All right, well, that's good. Let's move right on through. And I have a quiz finish here.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
ready.
right.
I'm not
There
ready.
I crushed the last one.
You did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 questions. I'm just going to ask them in order. Flip rock, paper, scissors real quick to see who gets to go first.
Becky can go first. She's
All
the
right.
best.
Question number 1.
Okay.
You guys are going to have to keep your own score.
Okay.
Which movies does Bill Murray not appear in? There are 2.
He does not appear in Bottle Rocket,
Correct.
and he does not appear in Asteroid City.
Correct.
He was supposed to, but he got COVID.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
There you go.
He was going to be Tom Hanks, right?
I don't know.
Oh.
We might have to give Jack a bonus point if we can confirm that. Jack, what is Fantastic Mr. Fox's profession post thief career? Becky's nodding like she thinks you can get it. I think he would know it if he knew
Is he
it.
a chef? A
No.
cook?
Nope, he's a newspaper columnist.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 1-0. Rebecca,
Yes.
this one's a little bit easier. What famous historic incident does Eli Cass reimagine in his book in A Royal Tenenbaums?
Oh,
That's
it's
an
like
easy
the
one.
Custer, something with Custer. Battle of Little Bighorn.
Oh, okay,
There you
yeah,
go.
that's an acceptable. Yeah,
Yeah.
Custer's Last Stand or
Mhm.
at the Battle of Little Bighorn.
Okay.
All right, we're going to mark that right. Jack, who plays Jason Schwartzman's girlfriend in Darjeeling Limited?
Natalie Portman.
Bonus if you can tell me the name of the short that comes up in.
Like the name of the short
the name of the
film
short film that they appear in together.
Can I have a hint?
It's
No.
the name of a
Okay.
hotel. Hotel
Yeah, I don't got it.
Rebecca.
Chevalier.
Yeah.
Mm,
You don't get the point, though. Jack gets 1 point.
sick.
There's no stealing. Rebecca,
Yeah.
what's the final act of revenge in the revenge montage in Rushmore?
Is it the cutting of the car brakes?
It is the cutting of the car brakes.
Pretty good.
It's like
You guys keeping your own
intense.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm losing.
score? Yes, 3-1. But you have to, you haven't gone as many times. Here we go. Which of the following is not a club in which Max Fisher participates?
Oh my God. There's so many.
The Yankee Review, the Origami Collective, Trap and Skeet Club, and the Fencing Team. I can read them again if you want.
Track and skeet. Origami.
Origami. 3-1 still. This one's kind of easy too. I didn't plan this out well. Rebecca, how did Margot lose her fingers?
Her real father chopped it off with an axe when they were splitting wood.
That's correct. Jack,
That's her father?
Yeah, she goes to like find her biological parents.
Yeah, I thought it was like her brother or something.
Oh.
But doesn't matter.
what fictional country does Grand Budapest Hotel take place in?
Oh my God.
It starts with a Z.
I'm doing horribly.
Yes, I agree.
Zabrovsky.
We're gonna allow it.
Zabrowski?
Zabrovka.
Zabrovka.
That was good.
That was good. We're gonna allow that.
I wasn't
one.
going to
Well,
get
you
that.
gave me a hint with the Z.
Well, I
but-
wanted to keep it close.
I was gonna get out of hand. Is it 4-2?
Yeah.
I didn't mark the last one.
Rebecca,
Yeah.
what is the name and the former name? You have to get both
Oh no.
of the submarine in Life Aquatic.
Oh. It's the name of a woman, and then they cross it out, and it's like deep sea or something like that.
I got it.
You're very close. I think we
I don't
established
have-
we're
I don't have
not
it.
doing stealing.
No.
You can just do it, but
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, answer.
Jacqueline or Jacqueline?
Oh, yeah.
It's
And
crossed
it's
out.
Deep search.
That's right.
deep search. Yeah.
At least for honors purposes, you're back in the game.
Doesn't count.
Jack, What kind of birds are the foxes stealing in the first
Why give me
scene?
all the fantastic Mr. Fox ones, man?
We'll give him the next one. I'll take this one.
Because she probably knows it.
Wait, what was the question?
I said, what kind of birds are the foxes stealing in the first scene? Or you can pass
Chickens?
to Rebecca. No.
Squab.
Same thing.
Rebecca, what is the name of the island in Moonrise Kingdom?
The island. Oh, I don't know.
You want it for honor's sake?
I don't think I got it.
New Penzance.
Oh, yeah.
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 Jack. It is highly famed that Luke and Owen Wilson were collaborators with Wes Anderson. There's a third Wilson brother that appears in the first 3 movies.
Yes.
Name that Wilson.
Oh, his name?
His name.
I could tell you all the 3 parts he does.
Wow.
Actually, maybe not in Bottle Rocket.
That's not the
But
question.
he's the guy who cuts off Margot's finger.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% positive sure.
Okay, he's also the voice
Yeah,
of the other tennis
Yeah.
commentator,
Along with Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson in the tennis scenes of Royal Tenenbaums.
His name is
Just throw out a first name.
Anthony.
Oh,
You're
so close.
I know. I feel like I kind of... Is it Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, Rebecca. Oh, I already answered this. All right, for all the marbles. I had a question about the Mordecai bird, but
How were we going to know that?
well, I didn't know if you knew it.
Oh, okay.
But then I put it in my details and I forgot to take that
It's
question.
probably
out.
better in there.
Yeah, it was really good in there. All right. I'll allow Jack to steal this if you don't get this right.
Okay.
I don't think it matters. I think I lose either way. But
Okay.
that's fine.
Well, anyway. 3 actors turned down roles in Ocean's 11 to appeal in Royal Tenenbaums. Name the actors.
Whoa.
Turn down Ocean's 11?
Turned down Ocean's 11 to be in Royal Tenenbaums. 3 actors in the movie.
Wow. To be in Royal Tenenbaums.
I have a guess.
I mean, yeah, I'm guessing as well. I'm going to say Gene Hackman. I'm going to say... oh, man. There's so many good options. I'm going to say Gwyneth Paltrow. Ooh, okay.
I'm not saying you're right.
Oh.
Oh. Is Gene Hackman right?
No.
Oh.
So far you're
why
wrong.
why are you doing that on your fingers?
Because she gets 3 guesses.
Okay. And I'm going to say Angelica Houston.
None of those are right.
Well, my initial guess is going to be the Wilson brothers because there's brothers in the movie. So I'm going to say both of the Wilsons. And then I'm going to say Bill Murray.
No. The Wilson brothers were right. And Danny
Glover.
Glover was the third. Yeah.
As who?
Probably Bernie Mac's character, my guess.
Jeez.
That's just a guess. I don't know.
He's kind of old.
Who? Danny Glover?
Hmm?
Yeah, that's true. But Bernie Mac's also probably older than we think he is.
Danny Glover is a San Francisco guy.
I
Yeah,
served
went
him
to
as
SF
Ozzy.
State.
Served
No
him as
way.
Ozzy once, yeah. I said
I'm-
go Gators. He didn't really respond.
Fair.
He was pretty...
Went to SF State.
Yeah.
I met him when I was probably 5 years old.
What?
I was with my grandpa and we were going to the bookstore and we were walking in and he was coming out of the bookstore on Haight Street and my grandpa
Said what's up?
said hi to him.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The homie.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wes Anderson. We've been talking for 17 hours about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm not going to do tonight is watch a Wes Anderson movie.
Touche.
But he's a great director, and we love his work, and we're probably going to get another one roughly
2 to
every
3
2
years.
years, and I'm excited.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
Of course.
I'm
No, it's been a
excited
pleasure.
to be with both of you instead of just with one of you.
Right.
It's awesome.
I accept. Yeah, one of our great directors, one of our great auteurs, certainly unique, a lot of good movies, and we hope you guys had fun listening. So thanks a lot.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
We'll see you in the next one.
Yep.
Awesome.